If you're ambitious but lazy, this is for you. Big goals, big dreams, but no action. Sound familiar? Today I'll show you how to break out of the trap, take control, and turn those dreams into reality. Years ago, a very close friend of mine, let's call him Ryan. Ryan grew up in a small town in the U.S., surrounded by people who were okay with just enough. You know the type. Work a 9 to 5, pay the bills, watch some TV, and repeat. But Ryan, he wanted more. He dreamed big. He wanted to live in a penthouse in New York, drive something extraordinary, and travel the world. But here's the problem. Ryan wasn't doing anything to make those dreams happen. In high school, Ryan was average. His grades were decent but not impressive. He played sports but never really stood out. Deep down, he knew he was capable of more, but every time he tried to push himself, he'd hit a wall. Laziness. By the time he graduated, Ryan's big ambition was to get into a top university, land a high-paying tech job, and live the life he'd always dreamed of. But when college applications rolled around, reality hit. His grades and extracurriculars weren't enough to get him into his dream school. Ryan thought, maybe I just need to work harder. So he went to a local community college, telling himself he'd transfer to a big-name university later. For the first semester he tried to focus, but distractions crept in. Social media, Netflix, and gaming took priority. Ryan started falling into the same pattern as everyone around him. His friends were content with average grades and part-time jobs, and they constantly told him, "Dude, just chill. Life isn't a race." But Ryan couldn't shake the feeling that he was wasting his potential. One day he scrolled past a video online. It was a guy talking about how laziness was costing him everything. Something about it hit Ryan hard. He looked at his messy room, his unfinished assignments, and the pile of fast food wrappers around him. What am I doing with my life? That was the moment everything changed. Ryan realized his laziness wasn't just a bad habit. It was robbing him of the life he wanted. He started small. He made his bed every morning. He cleaned his room. He blocked social media during study hours. At first it felt like nothing was changing. But over time, those small actions built momentum. He started acing his classes. He picked up a side hustle tutoring other students in math. He spent weekends learning coding online. By the time he graduated, not only did Ryan transfer to a top university, but he also landed a summer internship at a tech startup in Silicon Valley. But here's the twist. Ryan isn't a random guy. He's you. This is your story waiting to happen. The only thing standing in your way is action. Remember, ambition. Without action is a trap. I'll say it again. Ambition without action is a trap. When you're ambitious, your goals are massive. You want to climb the tallest mountain, but instead of taking the first step, you freeze. Why? Because your brain tells you, this is too hard. What if I fail? What if it's not worth it? This overthinking keeps you stuck. Think of ambition like owning a high-performance sports car. It's powerful, sleek, and capable of incredible speed. But if you don't have the keys, it just sits in the garage, collecting dust. Ambition without action is like that car, potential wasted. Newton's law says it best. A body at rest stays at rest. A body in motion stays in motion. If you stay stuck in the same routine, waiting for the perfect time to start, nothing will change. So, how do you break free? By taking small, consistent steps. Imagine you're staring at a blank page, trying to write a book. The task feels massive, overwhelming. But instead of aiming to write the entire book in one sitting, focus on writing just one sentence, then another. Before you know it, you finished a page, then a chapter. This applies to everything. Let's say your dream is to build a six-figure business. Don't focus on making $100,000. Start by making your first $100. Sell something small. Learn how to market it. Get feedback and improve. Or maybe you want to lose weight. Don't think about dropping 50 pounds. Start by drinking more water or walking 10 minutes a day. Celebrate those small victories because they build momentum. Momentum is the key. Think of momentum like pushing a heavy boulder. At first, it feels impossible to move. But once it starts rolling, it picks up speed. Action works the same way. The hardest part is starting. But once you take that first step, the next one becomes easier. Here's what you do today. Write down one goal. Be specific. Break it into tiny steps. Take the first step right now. Here's the thing. Success isn't about doing something once. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency. When I started my first YouTube channel, I didn't aim for 1 million subscribers. My first goal, 100 subscribers. And you know what? Every small milestone added up. By the time I hit 1,000 subscribers, I had built a system that made growth inevitable. The same applies to fitness, business, relationships, anything. Consistency is what separates dreamers from achievers. Laziness isn't just about being unmotivated. Sometimes it's fear disguised as inaction. You're afraid of failing, afraid of wasting time, afraid of what people might say. But let me tell you this, the only failure is not starting. Every mistake, every setback is a lesson, and every lesson gets you closer to success. Think about the people you admire. Muhammad Ali, Kobe Bryant, Alexander the Great. Do you think they waited for the perfect moment? Number. They started. They failed. They learned. They kept going. Your ambition is your strength, but it's also your weakness if you let it paralyze you. Don't let the gap between where you are and where you want to be scare you. Break it down. Take it one step at a time. Let me now break it down for you even further. Here's your game plan. Start your day with intention. Make your bed. Clean your space. These small wins set the tone for the rest of the day. Limit distractions. Block social media during work hours. Turn off notifications. Create an environment that helps you focus. Track your progress. Use a journal or an app to track your small wins. Seeing your progress will keep you motivated. Find an accountability partner. Share your goals with someone who will hold you accountable and push you to stay consistent. Reward yourself. Celebrate your small victories. Treat yourself when you hit milestones. Remember, start small. Ryan didn't transform his life overnight. He started by making his bed, cleaning his room, and blocking distractions. Those small steps built the foundation for bigger changes. The same applies to you. Don't aim to conquer the mountain in one leap. Take it one step at a time. One sentence, $1, £1. Just start. So, here's the truth. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you the life you want. But you have the power to change everything. Start now. Take one step. Build momentum. And watch as your life transforms. Don't just dream about success. Work for it. And if you're ready to learn the next best way to level up, check this video here.